Hey guys, day 72 on Toasty. Day 71, it was that short day I was working on that rear. So, day 72, what I want to try to get done today, my son's coming over. We're going to do the brakes on the car. Hopefully, get all the brakes done on this so I can get rid of these chicken boxes. I'm going to change the oil. It's just going to plug away and try to get as much done as we can today. All right, so let's get started. Yeah, just go once, twice. One more time. One more time. Perfect. Even one more time. Why not? Perfect. All the air is gone. All right. Don't push your foot down on the pedal. Okay. I'm gonna switch these lines now. Okay guys, I just want to stop and show you where we are. I do everything off my phone. Like I said, I'm a very simple person. So I set my phone up right over here, and sometimes when the sun hits it right, it overheats the phone and it turns it off. So I didn't get the video of us bleeding the brakes, but it's your normal, just just bleeding the brakes. What I done was, I got these right here. I just pull this one out and this one out, and then I loop them into each side. And that's how I'll bench bleed the master cylinder like that. You just go inside, you pump the pedal a few times, and it pushes out all the air. I used to use, when you buy a master cylinder, they give you these these rubber lines like this, and with these little clips, and then they clip onto the top of the master cylinder onto here. You know, that works, but you know, a buddy of mine told me, he's like, oh, why don't you just take off these old ones that you use if they're good, and then just bend them, so anytime you got to bench bleed them, he says you just screw them in. It's the easiest thing in the world. There's no clips to hold them. Sometimes those little hoses pop out of them. So I did it. It's a great idea. So what we got done right now was all the lines are in. Everything's in. All new brake lines, calipers, pads. The rotors were actually in really nice shape. They're the original two-piece rotors, and they're really, really in good shape. I was shocked, actually. So my son just hit him with a scuff pad real good, and that was it. So it's got all brakes now. The brakes are, feel great in the car. Tightened up all the lines. I had a few leaks here and there, like this portion valve right up over in here. But I expected it. So, the little leaks here and there. So I just went around. I tightened everything up because I'd rather just snug everything than over tighten something. So we got that done. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to get the AC pump in. Maybe get the air cleaner on. I just want to start buttoning up everything on the car. It's still a long list of things right here. Let's see. Let's go down the list of what we just got done. Brakes, calipers and hoses, oil change. I hooked up the sending unit in the back. I showed you where you had to drill a hole in the trunk to plug it into the harness. There's another line on the other side of the tank. That's the ground strap for the sending unit. So I had to screw that, and I'll show you at the end of the day. We'll go over everything from what I can remember, because I always forget a lot of times, and I'm sorry. So what else should we get done? Power steering fluid, added that. Just things here and there. I'll go down the whole list. I hope if I remember everything, we'll go down everything that I get done. But I just wanted to stop really quick before I get so far ahead. And then you got to listen to that crazy music sometimes. So I'm trying to slow that down if I can. And all right, let me get started. Okay, just stopping to show you where we are right now. I got the AC pump on, the hoses all the way around, all hooked up. This hose comes down and around underneath there and comes up over here, right there. So I got that done. Did all the brackets up front, these brackets right here, the bracket in the back and everything. I got the temperature sending unit. I put that in before I put the AC compressor in, because you'll see it's so hard to get to. Right here, it's down there. It's buried down there, so I figured let me get that done. And it's moving along. The car's really getting there. You know, I still have to run the wiring all the way around to come back over here. And I'm just going to keep plugging away. You know, I have a little list that I'm starting again of all the things that I missed. So I think I'm going to detail the air cleaner out right now. This way I could kind of get this looking kind of normal. Alrighty? So I just wanted to stop, show you where we are. Now I'm just going to keep moving along. Here we go. All right. So my son's here. He's detailing out the air cleaner. And then after he's done with that, what I'm going to do is, get these shocks together. Actually, I got the shocks together for him, so he's going to do the shocks as soon as he's done with that. And then I'm just going to keep plugging away and just trying to chip away at this list. Alrighty? All right, let's get started. Hey guys, it's the end of the day. It was a long day, but we got a lot done today. Let's go over the list. I'll show you what we did on the list, and then I'll go over the car and I'll show you on the car. All right, we got, what did we get done? We got the fuel lines done. We got the AC pump and the hoses, brakes and calipers, shocks are done, front and rears. This one back one right over here, the bolt broke, so I'll change that on Monday. What else? Did the oil change, oil and filter change. Hooked up the sending unit in the back and the gas tank over there. Power steering fluid, added power steering fluid. What else did we do? And detailed the air cleaner out. So let's go over the car. We'll check. Oh, and we did the temperature sending unit also. Let's go over the car. I'll show you in the back by the gas tank. And this is a problem. Like if your gas tank's reading full or past full, it's just buried. A lot of times it's the ground. Let me show you. Oh boy. That ground right there. All right. Usually when that ground, it usually corrodes. And when that comes off, your fuel gauge it buries past full. If you clean that wire up, take it up, clean it up, maybe change the end of the fitting, your gas gauge may start working again. But that's usually the problem. All right, so we got that done. The shocks are done. We did all the brakes, brake lines, everything. That's all done. Detailed out the air cleaner. Put the temperature sending unit in. It's down. Well, it's actually easier to get to over here. It's right there. If you see it, it's easy to get to from there, I guess. Also, here's the fuel. The fuel filter. This is where they put it on the Super Sports. They put it right over there. Here's your supply, right here, and here's your return. Comes down over there. Your supply, right here, and your return is right there. That's a telltale sign of a Super Sport. They have the dual fuel lines. There's a bunch of other things too, and I'll go over it at the end. You know, like the portioning valve over here. There's some telltale signs that you can look at immediately and say, hey, you know, that car might be a Super Sport or not. Because some of these cars, they were pre-coated cars, and you couldn't tell other than those telltale signs. This car is coated. This is an X55 car. If you look down there. So that's why I really wanted to restore this car, because I just thought it was a good car to restore. What else? Oh, you know what I found out? This right here, right there, that's a dryer receiver, or receiver dryer. What that does is it kind of like filters out the contaminants and catches the moisture and everything. And there's supposed to be like this glass right there. You can't see. It's really hard to see. But that's like a little, if you clean that up, it's like a glass cover so you can see inside of it. And you know how I know that? Because somebody commented and told me what it was, because I wasn't sure what it was. I wasn't sure what they called it. And thank you very much. So that's what that is right there. And we just plugged along. You know, we got all the AC stuff done, you know, the brackets and everything. You know, it's just plugging away. This car is so close to being done. Oh, you know what I want to show you too? Let me see. All right. Right over here, if you ever have a bolt that breaks usually when they're in there for a long time, they'll snap, and then you end up sticking like a nut and a bolt in there and grabbing it. What works really good are these fender bolts right there. You clip them on, and then now you have something to screw into. But put one in, slide the shock in there, then put the other one in, because if you put them both in, you can't squeeze the shock through there, through the opening on the bottom of the control arm. So pop one in, slide it in, pop the other one in. Now you have two nice places to screw your new shocks into. That's pretty much it. I'm sure there's stuff that I forgot, and I'm sorry. But it's just like a blur to me, like I say all the time. You know, I just run through these things. It's just a tremendous blur. So that's pretty much it for Toasty. I think by the end of next week, Toasty's going to be finished. I have still a lot of work to do, but I really think I can get it done. And then right after Toasty's done, I'm going to jump on that blue car. Actually, you know what? I might start figuring out what I'm going to do with the Mustang. Because I want it to be a cool car. I want to do the right thing by that car. And I'm going to drive that car. I'm going to keep that car for a little while. So I want it to be a fun car to drive. But we'll go over that car. The things that are going through my mind for that car right there, I can't wait to get started on that car. So that's pretty much it. That's pretty much a crazy day today. It was just kind of like a big blur. But as always, I appreciate you guys watching, and I hope you enjoy these videos. And take care of yourselves.